The North Korean Army Corps in Kursk may have lost 4% of its troops in a single attack. Potentially hundreds of North Koreans were killed and wounded capturing Plekhove. The North Korean corps fighting alongside the Russian military in Kursk Oblast in western Russia may have lost 4% of its strength in a single battle along the eastern edge of the square mile salient that Ukrainian forces carved out of Kursk back in August, according to multiple sources, including local journalists and government sources in Kyiv. Attacking in 3 waves across open fields outside the village of Plekhove on Saturday, North Korean infantry eventually managed to eject the 100 Ukrainian troops holding the village. The assault may have involved more than 100 North Koreans, reportedly from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea's 2nd and 4th Separate Special Operations Brigades. Their casualties may have accounted for up to half of the soldiers involved. Videos and reporting from the weekend attacks around the Kursk salient, which involved a mix of Russian and North Korean troops, may explain how the North Koreans lost so many people. The Ukrainian Center for Defense Strategies stressed that much of the information is being verified. The North Koreans apparently attacked in broad daylight, on foot, marching over mines under the watchful eyes of Ukrainian drones, and came under fire from drones and artillery. According to those who held the defense in the settlement of Plekhove, the North Korean soldiers went to the assault en masse, or more precisely, in a crowd. After the surviving Ukrainians retreated to the west and the smoke cleared, trucks hauled away potentially hundreds of dead and wounded North Koreans, together representing a significant percentage of the approximately 1,000-person North Korean 11th Army Corps deployed north of the Kursk salient. The Ukrainian 16th Heavy Mechanized Brigade, holding the line on the western edge of the salient, claimed it inflicted considerable losses on the enemy, possibly including North Koreans. The brigade doesn't seem to have given up much ground. The mass assaults by North Korean infantry are all part of Russian commanders' plan. According to Andriy Kovalenko, the head of the Ukrainian Center for Countering Disinformation, the Russians are betting on numbers. How long the North Korean 11th Army Corps can sustain an attritional attack strategy is unclear. The Corps may have buried or sent to the hospital one of out every 25 of the soldiers under its command just last weekend. Recently, Ukrainian drone strand, a Russian assault group, then Ukrainian Marines finish it off. Machine gun fire peppers Russian positions in Kostyantynopolsk. Ukrainian brigades and battalions in the Kursk pocket in southern Donetsk Oblast are in a precarious position, but they're not giving up without a fight. One of Russia's top objectives in Ukraine right now is to eliminate the 9-mile-deep Ukrainian-held salient between Andrivka in the west and Dalnya in the east, anchored in the north by Kursk and in the south by a string of villages including Kostyantynopolsk. The salient is the main impediment to an uncomplicated Russian assault on Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian fortress city 25 miles to the north. As long as the Ukrainians control the Kursk pocket, they can threaten the flanks of the Russian 90th Guards tank division as it marches on Pokrovsk. But the pocket itself is in danger of being cut off across its flanks. If the Russians can attack from Kostyantynopolsk or some other southern village to Dakna or some other village in the north, they could encircle elements of several Ukrainian brigades. The Russian military command assesses that Russian forces will be able to close the Ukrainian pocket, but the Ukrainian Marine Corps is determined to prove the Russian commanders wrong. In a fierce battle on or just before Tuesday, a Russian assault group made a move on Kostyantynopolsk. The Ukrainian 37th Marine Brigade met the attackers. The Russian group, riding in at least 5 armored vehicles, was under drone surveillance the entire time as it rolled along a country road toward Kostiantynopolsk. The vehicles managed to drop off their infantry before the Ukrainian bombardment began. Drones swooped down, artillery burst among the vehicles. The vehicles were destroyed, the Estonian analyst, war translated, reported. The destruction of the vehicles effectively stranded the disembarked Russian infantry in Kostiantynopolsk. The 37th Marine Brigade sent its 505th Battalion to mop up. At least one ex-British Mastiff armored truck cornered the Russians in a clutch of homes in Kostiantynopolsk. The Kostiantynopolsk skirmish is just the latest in a series of effective but small-scale combined arms actions by Ukrainian troops defending against Russian assaults in Donetsk as well as in Kursk Oblast in western Russia. But local victories may not amount to a wider win for the Ukrainians, especially in Donetsk. Russian forces have continued to use frontal mechanized and dismounted infantry assaults to advance slowly but gradually into eastern and central Kurkhov and south of Kurkhov into Dalnya, which supports larger Russian efforts to eliminate the remaining Ukrainian pocket.